it is quite unfortunate because Silver Black Canary on paper looks like she would be amazing. If you look at her passive, it says at 5 stars, which is the max of her passive, it says that she gets 150% damage on her fast attacks. So essentially, if she's without any support, for example, and she does a fast attack, your extra hit is going to do 150% damage. Then in the case like in this match where she is paired up with Justice League Flash, who gives one extra fast attack hit, which means the fast attack, which is the extra two attacks, extra two hits, are going to do 150, 150. That's basically 300%. So, like, if you are reading it, that looks amazing. And someone suggested this team after yesterday's video. And yeah, I was quite excited to test it. I was expecting a lot from this team. I knew that there was an off chance that this team would not one shot, since of course I'm not using Gale of Steel, I'm using Justice League Flash. But since the passive renders itself to fast attack, I figured, yeah, it's better to use Justice League Flash than use Gale of Steel. So I would just put it out of the way that even if I'd used Gale of Steel, I doubt I would have one shotted with this team, but I probably would have done better. And here is the reason. Twinblade unfortunately doesn't scale with fast attack. Oh Jesus. My God. If I really wanted to take advantage of her passive, I definitely would have been better off using dark metal cards. Because Twin Blade doesn't scale with fast attack. And not just that it doesn't scale with fast attack. Since the Twin Blade extra attack or the extra damage you get from Twin Blade is not scaling with fast attack, guess what? The 150% boost on fast attack damage is what? Useless. Yes. So the only damage that is getting boosted are normal basic attack she's doing. You see those damage on red, those ones that are critting, the ones that are fast attack among them. You see that the numbers are higher than the normal numbers. But the main damage when you are pairing a character with Raven is coming from where? It's coming from your armor. What I say armor pierce, the twin blade. This is why Harley Quinn, that's Silver Harley Quinn. If you can check out my Silver Harley Quinn one shot, this is why Silver Harley Quinn was able to one shot. It's simply because her passive affects twin blade damage. So I think this is a lesson for everyone. When selecting who to use your twin blade on, the major thing is what does this character's passive affect? So stuff like fast attack damage boost is not going to help you when using twin blade. In that case, you are better off using something like I said, the DMC or anything that gives you an extra attack, anything that gives you damage boost, anything that gives you like crit boost or lethal boost. All those things affect your crit damage affects at least I don't know. This is probably a guess, but with the way the damage of twin blade is very high, I'm guessing your twin blade actually contributes to that. I think it does. It contributes to that. Yeah, twin blade contributes to that. Yeah, because the twin blade damage is gotten from your base damage. So yes, since your base damage is boosted by crit, then it means the more crit you have, the higher the damage you are doing with twin blade. So even damage like Gale of Steel giving you 400% damage, those help with Twin Blade. Zatanna giving you 300% damage, those help with Twin Blade. Which other one? DMC, of course. If your crit damage is boosted, it means your basic attack is boosted. It means your Twin Blade damage is boosted. Is there any other one? Okay, I think maybe yeah, armor pierce in a way could help you. Although Twin Blade is already giving you armor pierce, so that doesn't really have an effect here. So basically, any normal damage boost, any normal attack boost, any crit boost or lethal boost is going to help you with Twin Blade. But guys, fast attack damage is not going to help you. I know there's an artifact in this game that gives you fast attack damage. I think it's Flashing Blade, something like that, or maybe this. But I know there's an artifact that gives you fast attack damage. So if you have the artifact, it's not going to help you. Well, if you have the artifact, you cannot use Twin Blade. So that point is redundant. So just ignore the last 10 seconds of what I've been saying. Anyways, yeah, it was disappointing. I expected more. I was hoping for at least 1 billion damage, but I only got 500. So that was pretty bad. So I think what would have made that match definitely better is using DMC on Silver Black Canary or using Gale of Steel instead of using Flash as the third support. Then so if you are using Gale of Steel, you can now use Twin Blade because Gale of Steel 400% is going to affect the damage you get from that twin blade damage. So yeah, it was quite fun to test, but so far, the only character that really stands out among the silver characters in terms of overall damage output remains Silver Harley Quinn. I know Batman is quite good, but even Batman with Raven, with those activated levels, I doubt he will one shot. He'll probably do over a billion. But since he's reliant on doing special attack damage, I don't expect him to do much. I don't expect him to one shot. I don't expect Batman to do that. So Silver Harley Quinn, in case you just are looking to build a silver character, I think your starting point should be Silver Harley Quinn. I know you might want to say, what about Silver Green Lantern? You don't need to build Silver Green Lantern because it just his passive is enough for you to work. If you want to build him for fun, fine, but for him to be useful, you don't need to build him. Just raise his star rating to 5 stars, and that's it. You don't need to start building his gears and all that. For Dr. Fate, I think Dr. Fate is similar. You really don't need to build Dr. Fate. His passive is enough. The only ones you might need to build, maybe Batman, Silver Batman, but I don't know. That guy is just for fun. It's not going to do. These characters are not going to do anything extra for you. And if you've been playing the game for a long time, you won't need any Silver character. Trust me, you won't need any. Because even Silver Doctor Fate has an alternative, which is Power Girl. So if you have Power Girl, you see that you don't even need Silver Doctor Fate. And Power Girl is very, very easy to get from League Store. So, so yeah, that's the thing. So it just, the reason for all these tests is because I made a statement on my community post where I said silver characters are useless. Essentially, that's what I said. And a lot of people were mentioning a bunch of silver characters. And the truth, if once you've played this game long enough, you won't need a silver character. Of course, when you newly start, you need every character you can get, even the useless silvers. Because even among silvers, there's an hierarchy. So even the useless ones, you would need them for some kind of fights, maybe for Champions Arena or something. But once you've played the game, let's say 2 years, maybe even 1 year plus, the way I think growth in the game is better now. So I think even 1 year plus, you start needing less and less silver characters. Anyways, Floral Poison Ivy. Somebody mentioned trying out Floral Poison Ivy. You saw she did 244 million damage, which is just sad. With 55k support attack, you can only do 244 million damage. You are you are more useless than a silver character. Trust me, you are useless. Oh God. And to think that silver, not silver now, Flora Poison Ivy used to be really OP in this game when she was really newly released. She was quite OP. That special 2 was a killer. But if you look at it from a different perspective, she's still OP now. If you use Flora Poison Ivy in Champions Arena or in a regular arena, you are going to be smashing bosses with that special 2. But it's just that damage just doesn't translate to solo rate. So that's why you can be OP in arena, you can be OP in Champions Arena, but it doesn't translate to rate because rate is a different kind of beast. So Flora Poison Ivy is terrible. In fact, I think a better alternative is Black Lightning. Black Lightning will do better if you want to spam special 2 than for Flora Poison Ivy. That was very sad. For this guy, I think you guys already know how amazing he is. Right now, he's probably the best Batman Ninja damage dealer in the game. He can one shot in league rates. You can't say that for many other Batman Ninja characters, but this guy can one shot in league rate and he can do a billion in solo rates. The reason I didn't do so well in this match was I was doing a bit of an experiment, trying to see how well Gale of Steel can support him, but it wasn't the result wasn't great. Anyways, if you enjoy my videos, smash the subscribe button, become a member on the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one.